Hi everyone, it's Kristen Hawkins with Students for Life, and we are standing outside in the middle of a monsoon in front of the White House, but we don't care because Students for Life and the Pro-Life Gen were just represented in a historic and epic way at the White House. You know, when we launched Students for Life 12 and a half years ago, we would go onto campuses. Our Students for Life groups would be shut down before they even had their first meeting. Our displays were vandalized. Things started to get better because polls are getting better. This generation rejects abortion. But you know what? It's beginning to get worse. Why? Because the other side, the pro-abortion movement, is terrified. They're terrified that Roe is going to be overturned. So now when we're on campuses speaking out and hosting events, we're told that simply just having a pro-life display is oppression. It's triggering. So today, the White House took historic action. President Trump signed an executive order directing all universities, public and private, to uphold the Constitution, our First Amendment rights to free speech. And he's directing all the federal agencies to withhold federal grant money from universities that suppress the freedom of speech. With me today are some of the students who are invited by the White House, two which were actually on stage with President Trump. First, I want to turn to Ellie Whitman. Ellie is the president of Students for Life at Miami University, Oxford. But while she was at Miami University Hamilton, she experienced First Amendment suppression and actually had to sue her school thanks to our friends at the Alliance Defending Freedom. Ellie, can you tell us your story, what it meant to speak at the White House today?
Well, that was the most incredible experience of my entire life. Having the support of a president on our campuses and knowing that we can express our pro-life views without fear of being shut down by our administration is truly something we have never seen before. I want to encourage everybody to stand up for their First Amendment rights and know that the White House is behind you.
Thanks, Ellie. Leandra Westbrook from Kent State University is here. She's in the Students for Life group, but she actually faced some free speech suppression for another issue on campus. What happened, Leandra?
Right, so basically as long as you're a conservative on campus, it doesn't matter. You're going to face this backlash from your peers. And what happened on my university is that I was falsely accused of having a firearm on campus and brought out of my class and searched by police officers simply for advocating for concealed carry. So whether you are pro-life or just a conservative in general, your free speech is at stake.
Thank you, Leandra. Nathan Kane is at Oklahoma University.
Yeah.
I actually met Nathan. I spoke on his campus earlier this fall on our Lives Feminist Tell tour. Nathan's in the Students for Life group, and he's actually experienced several types of vandalizations on campus.
Well, it's more type regulation stuff. So we're blessed at the University of Oklahoma. We have a lot of students who want to have these conversations, who want to talk, but we have to go through such a long process to get it approved to where we can hang up flyers or write chalk on sidewalks. So, like, when we invited you to come, we made flyers, and we didn't actually get to hang them up because they didn't get approved till the day after you spoke.
Oh my gosh!
So, like, they have a good they have a good process, but the regulations, I do believe, go way too far. And I just really am glad that we had this event, that we're supporting free speech, because only when you have full free speech are the best ideas heard and the worst ideas defeated.
Bernadette PZ is the president of Students for Life at Fresno State University. Bernadette has been leading the charge against SB 24, SB 320, the bill that's going to force all state universities to dispense the abortion pill on campus. Bernadette ran into some trouble about a year ago and has been standing up for her rights and Students for Life's rights since then. Bernadette, what happened at your school?
Well, my Students for Life group at Fresno State acquired permission from the university to chalk pro-life messages on the sidewalks. And as we finished up, a professor told me that he was going to come erase them. And he did, and he brought students out of his classroom to go and erase them. But since then, we partnered with Alliance Defending Freedom, who represented us, and that resulted in a big win for us and a big win for free speech.
So there you have it. The pro-life generation is standing up for their beliefs, and I want to encourage you. If you're a pro-life student and you feel like you've been treated unfairly in your campus or your high school, if your event you weren't allowed to host an event, or if you weren't allowed to post flyers until the day after the event, or if your school forced you to put trigger warnings in front of your pro-life display, reach out to us at Students for Life. Just info@studentsforlife.org. We will help you. We will help find the media team you need. We have a friend in the White House today, and this is a historic and momentous occasion for the pro-life generation. We're winning. We're going to win. We're going to overturn Roe versus Wade in our lifetime, and we will abolish abortion. Thanks, guys.